Hello and welcome back to Medium Rare. My name is Rag Reynolds, as I'm sure you know by now, and today I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about basically the last year on this channel, and also just to give some updates and information on where this channel is going to go next year. So I want to start off by saying this is likely to be the last video of the year on this channel. I will still have other videos on my other YouTube channels, but for this channel this will be the last of 2020. At the start of 2020, I was regularly posting a few videos a week on this channel, and I was sticking to the format of news, and I was covering multiple news stories per video. That was something that was kind of doing alright for me, but I got quite burnt out. And as I got burnt out, probably around the start of the pandemic going kind of international and everyone kind of getting really worked up and panicking about the coronavirus, probably around the end of March, my content started to trickle down. So suddenly there was less. There was less and less being uploaded here. I felt really burnt out. And I kind of switched my focus back from being here and being so serious on Medium Rare. I mean, the world was kind of a really depressing place. People weren't doing so well with finances. Everyone was locked down. They couldn't even go out to restaurants and whatever where I live. And just the world was a bit more of a gloomy place. And for me, covering drama and news, it wasn't exciting, and it really was kind of burning me out. So I put my focus back into my other channel, Rag Reynolds, which is a comedy channel, again, satire. I don't know how many of you are subscribed to that. It is a completely different thing, and some of you might like it, some of you might not. I always have it linked, I think in my description down below. But I decided to put more effort and focus back into that channel because I'd been neglecting that channel for maybe 6 months or so prior to feeling burnt out on Medium Rare. So anyway, I spent the vast majority of this year focusing more over there and throwing in the odd video over here on Medium Rare. And the issue I had was I tried experimenting with like live streams to see if it was a bit more easygoing and fun. But honestly, I don't feel like I'm very good at live streaming. I don't really enjoy it, if I'm being honest. I prefer sitting down and doing a video. I don't mind doing like an interview, like if I'm doing a podcast or some sort of live stream with someone else who's interviewing me, or I'm talking about a specific thing. I think I'm very good at that, but I'm not very good at doing a live stream on my own, just covering topics. It's just not one of my strengths. Throughout the year, I was also just struggling to care about most of the news that I was seeing. Like I was seeing different bits of YouTube news or whatever, and I just really struggled to care. I struggled to find the motivation to actually sit down and research it and then make a video about these topics that I really did not give a damn about. I will say the last month or two, I've started to have more of an interest again. Like my mind's kind of gone a different way, and I've started to be a bit more interested in a lot of this stuff again. And that's why I've maybe been a bit more active in the last month or two. But overall, I'm still not sure if that's the direction that this channel is ever going to entirely go back to or not. Currently, I am running 4 YouTube channels. I've got this one, I've got my Rag Reynolds channel. I've also recently started a Reddit channel, and I also have a TV and movies channel, but that's a separate thing that I barely post to at all. But I've got 3 constant channels that I upload to very, very regularly, or I try to, and that's here, Rag Reynolds, and my Reddit channel. And going into next year, in 2021, I want to continue that. And obviously it is a lot of work to maintain 3 separate channels. It is a lot of work to make lots and lots of videos, because I do try to post on each channel as many times a week as I possibly can, which is something that Medium Rare has fallen behind this year, as you can see by looking at my upload history. Compared to this time last year, for example, I was posting non-stop, I was posting constantly, whereas this year I've not been. And as a result of that, I've also lost a lot of viewers. Subscribers, the subscriber count hasn't really changed much, but the actual viewers on each video is way down. I mean, I was getting at least over 1,000 views a video this time last year. There was some outliers if it wasn't such a mainstream topic that people didn't really care about. It was maybe like 800 or something, but the vast majority of my videos were at least 1,000 views. Now, I've been uploading videos this week that aren't even reaching 200 views. So there's obviously been some sort of disconnect here, whether it's just been that my inconsistency has made people lose interest in the videos I'm posting, or maybe I'm just genuinely covering different topics that people aren't as interested in. I'm not quite sure. I've not looked into it enough to really work that out. So what I want to get to now is what I'm actually going to do on this channel in 2021. So I would like to continue to an extent still speaking about subjects that I am interested in. When there is a piece of drama or a subject I'm really interested in, I will make a video about it, as I have been doing in the tail end of this year already. But what I'm thinking I want to do in 2021 is transition to maybe more focused projects. Instead of trying to put out, say, 3, 4, 5, 6 short little bits of informative news videos or commentary videos every week, I'm thinking that maybe I post less videos but focus on specific subjects. I'm thinking of maybe going down the route of doing some docu-series. Maybe things that are more of a deep dive into certain YouTubers or certain subjects, certain topics. Because I think I do have a strength in explaining things. I think I'm very good at explaining whether it's news or a situation. I think I'm very good at looking at all sides of whatever's going on. I think it is one of my strengths, and people compliment me on that all the time. Ever since I started this channel, everyone has always said, oh, you're very good at this, you're very good at... And I see it. And so I'm thinking that maybe, in order to avoid being burnt out by the constant schedule of uploading 5 news videos a week, also uploading, say, 3 comedy videos to my other channel, and 7 Reddit videos, and trying to also throw in some TV stuff to my TV channel, it's better for me to maybe lessen that load a little bit. Stop stressing so much to try and put out so much content, take a breather, and instead maybe focus my efforts on a specific subject at a time. So, for example, maybe I'll do a documentary series on Mr. Beast. That was just the first name that came to my head. Maybe I'd take someone like him, and I'll do an hour-long video breaking down just how he got his success on YouTube, investigating everything, any major scandals, any little intricate details, where he started, where he's ended up, that sort of thing. Many of you have probably seen my Real Stream News series that I think was earlier in this year. I finally uploaded the final part of that. And I'm thinking maybe something like that. Obviously that's looking at someone specifically around scandal and drama and all this horrible stuff, but I'm thinking of maybe doing a similar sort of thing for other YouTubers and other people in the community. Because as I said, I do think it is a strength of mine, and I think I'm good at putting that sort of thing together. So that's where my mind's at right now. That's what I'm kind of thinking about for 2021. I'm thinking of maybe it means I only post 2 videos a month, maybe even 1 a month, depending on how complex the video is going to be. But I think that I can put out much better work, I can put out much better videos by focusing on these larger projects. Less projects, but each project will be larger, if you get what I'm saying, rather than my current style, which has been to do a lot of very small projects and try and push them out consistently. Because I've found that, for me, it's not really something that works too well. I get burnt out very easily, I'm very inconsistent, I'm very sporadic. I don't want to get too much into any of that, but that's just my head, that's just me. I'm constantly up and down, my mood fluctuates a lot, so one week I'm fine to post 5 videos a day for a week, but the next week I don't want to post a single video, and I'm very much like that. I go up and down, so I'm thinking that if I lessen that workload and suddenly focus on bigger projects and do a single big project at a time instead of trying to push out all these different stories, in the end it might work out much better for me and for this channel. It also doesn't help that on top of that, in 2021 I'm also planning on publishing a 3rd book. I don't know if you guys know, but I have published 2 books before in the past. The first in 2013, the second in 2017. And honestly, I don't recommend that you go buy or read those, because I read a lot of the stuff that I wrote back then and I think, cringe. I enjoy the fact that I accomplished that. Like in 2013, I was a published author at the age of 16. Yes, it was self-published and whatever, but I thought that was a big accomplishment. While I was at school doing exams, supposed to be studying, I was sitting in my room writing a book, and for me that motivated me. I really wanted the accomplishment. And I did the same again in 2017 with my 2nd book, but I don't really stand by a lot of what I've said in these books. Like, I don't really, it's kind of like looking at past me. So if you were to read them, just keep in mind that this is me from 4 years ago, this is me from 8 years ago, and the reason I want to publish another in 2021 is because 4 years, why not? I just think that it makes sense. I've had like 7 different fiction writing projects like novels and stuff all on the go in the last few years, trying to get something going. I'm so indecisive. I start writing one thing and then I think, oh no. I've written 10,000 words here, but I've decided I no longer want to write a sci-fi novel. I want to write a fantasy novel. So I start writing, 12,000 words later, you know what? I don't want to write a fantasy novel. I want to write short stories. So that's how my mind goes constantly. So I'm going to try in 2021 to focus on a specific project and try and get something out by the end of the year. I really want to get that done. And so it also adds another workload on, if you get what I'm saying, because obviously I've got 3 and a bit channels, 3 channels I'm uploading regularly, and I've got this other one, that the TV one I mentioned, that I'm barely posting on, but it's in my mind I want to be posting on it. So adding on the book as well, it really makes it a huge workload, and I don't think I will be able to consistently post medium rare videos as I did, for example, last year, while also maintaining these other channels and also trying to write at the same time. I just don't think it's practical for anyone, probably, to maintain that amount of things all going on at the same time. So I do think that by focusing on singular large projects, it might also help me through that. Anyway, I think I've been rambling on long enough. I'm going to be doing some different things on the other channels I've mentioned as well. I've got a little roadmap kind of planned out in my head for all my different channels, and I kind of want to take everything in a little bit of a different direction. I'm thinking even for my comedy channel, I'm thinking of making it more of a gaming channel. I'm thinking of putting more gaming content on there, while still doing the odd comedy stuff and whatever. And I'm going to be posting a video on that channel kind of explaining the new direction I want to go in there as well. But this video is mainly just to let you guys know what has been going on this year, why the content has been less than what it was, and what it's going to be hopefully afterwards. And as well, I mean, I've got my mic's not very good. I've got a blue snowball ice, and it's not that great. It works, but I'm getting a new microphone very, very soon. So the next time you actually see me on this channel, I'll have a better microphone as well. So you'll have nice, better audio for your ears. I'll have a little bit of a better of a setup. My setup will be better, and that is never a bad thing. Anyway, I am going to stop rambling now. I'm going to stop ranting. I hope you all have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the channel and the future direction of the channel in those comments down below. Just leave your thoughts. I like reading the comments. I like knowing what you guys are thinking. Say what you want. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now for real. I will speak to you all in 2021.